If you're buying a home in the Florida Keys, there are 3 essential types of insurance you're going to need to know about. Those are windstorm, flood, and homeowners. Let's break them down so you can potentially save you a little bit of money and secure your investment for a long time to come. Because we live in a high-risk hurricane zone, windstorm insurance is usually required separately from your homeowner's policy. Think tropical storms and hurricanes. But here's the good news. You can lower your insurance premiums by making your homes more storm resistant. Metal roofs, especially newer ones, hold up the best. Those built in 2012 and after are built to the latest code, and these are the preferred roofs for insurance companies. They also really like hip roofs, which is a slightly different shape than our typical gable roof that we have here in Key West. Impact-resistant doors and windows like these can also greatly reduce your insurance premiums. You must look for the Dade County product-approved sticker on them, or you won't get a discount even if they are impact doors or windows. Hurricane shutters are another big plus. You don't get an additional discount if you already have impact doors and windows, but windows and doors can break, so it does protect your investment. Roof-to-wall connections, how the roof is attached to the walls. The best discounts go to wraps and clips. And don't forget about secondary water resistance. That's an extra barrier underneath your roof that protects it from any water intrusion. Flooding is a real risk in the Florida Keys, and flood insurance is required if you have a mortgage, especially if you're in the AE or VE flood zones, which is just about everywhere in the Florida Keys, except for a small portion of Old Town that's in the X flood zone. We're actually in the X flood zone here at this house, and you can see it sits right on the ground, but the elevation of the land is high enough where you don't need flood insurance if you have a mortgage on this property. You'll see other places where the homes are elevated. Those are typically in an AE or VE zone, and they must be elevated above base flood elevation. Homes elevated above the base flood elevation typically pay the least amount on their premiums. The most common flood zone is the AE, and we consider those like an average flood insurance premium. The least common is the VE zone, and that stands for velocity, and those are typically homes on the open water. Those pay the highest premiums that there are. And then we have the X flood zone, which stands for exempt. You will not have to have insurance if you have a property in this flood zone. If you're buying or building, ask for an elevation certificate. This can be provided to you by the previous owner, or if there's not one present, you can get one done by a surveyor. Anything built before 1978 is considered pre-firm, and you do not have to provide an elevation certificate. Homeowners insurance is the standard insurance that is also required by your lender. It protects you from things like fire, theft, and liability. The age and condition of these 4 systems greatly reduce the premiums that you'll pay. Those systems are your roof, your plumbing, your HVAC, and your electrical. Insurance companies like to see at least 5 years remaining life on these systems to give you the best coverage possible. And you can do other things like installing sprinkler systems like this house here has to get an additional discount on your premium. Here's a pro tip. When you're doing your home inspection, get a 4-point inspection and give that to your insurance agent. If all of these systems are in good shape, you'll get a really good discount on your insurance premium. If you found this helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any comments, just drop them in the section below. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.